If you want to learn how to make the best collard greens, watch this video. This is going to be a very detailed video, step by step, on how to make the best collard greens. Step 1, you want to go ahead and lay out your collard greens on a cutting board, just like that, okay? Individually, yup. You can stack them or you can do it one by one. I am using the John Nice method on cutting the stems. So you want to stack them up just like how I did in the video, and then chop off the end of the collard green, the stem, the part that's sticking out. You want to chop that up, and then you want to go ahead and fold them in half, roll them up, and then you want to take a slit down the middle and slice it just like that, and then chop them up. Or this is another way right here. You see how I'm removing the greens off of the stem? This is probably the method that your grandma used, whatever it may be. These collard greens were a little like brittle, so I was able to easily remove them. This method may not always be that easy depending on your bunch of collard greens, but this is another way to remove the stem. So you could completely remove it from both sides, stack them up, roll them, and dice them. You can literally chop them up however thin or thick you want them. It does not matter. But that's the first step. Second step, okay? You want to go in and clean your collard greens. This is a necessary step. You need to clean your collard greens, okay? Whether you have a big sink or a big bowl, you want to add a little bit of salt to the bottom of it, some warm water, and a cap full of vinegar. Vinegar, and go ahead and rinse those collard greens. The way that you're going to do it, you're going to move it, your hand motion just like that, soak them, kind of like you're washing, in the sink or whatever. Just move it, you move your hand and keep scrubbing them. The salt is going to help remove the griminess and the dirt from the collard greens. Reminder, collard greens come from the soil, the dirt, so you need to clean them, okay? You do not want to eat dirty collard greens, and you're going to keep doing this until your water is clear. So you remove it from that side of the sink, move it to the other side of the sink. Keep repeating that until your water is clear, and they should look just like that. Y'all see how clean they look? Yeah. Then, in a big pot, okay, however many bunches of collard greens you have, you still use the same method. Chop you up an onion, add a little bit of olive oil to the bottom of it, and go ahead and saute those onions. This right here, you could go ahead and season it. You're going to need garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, and pepper flakes. I did add Tony's for a little Cajun seasoning, but that's optional, okay? You are going to need some smoked meat, whatever kind of smoked meat that you have. I had a smoked turkey leg, so that's what I used. In that same pan, you want to go ahead and sear the turkey leg for about 2 minutes prior to you adding in the chicken broth. You want to fully submerge this turkey meat or whatever kind of meat you have in the chicken broth, or cover it up with water, whatever you want to do, for about 45 minutes. You want to let that boil before you add in your greens. Before you add in your greens, you want to let your turkey meat or your smoked meat boil for about 45 minutes, okay? All right. Then once it's boiling in that same pot, you want to go in and add your greens. Then you can add in the flavor. I added some more red pepper flakes, some onion and garlic powder. I added a teaspoon of chicken bouillon paste. Yeah, that's the key. That's what you want right there. You see how it's boiling? Yeah. Go in with all of your ingredients. And right here, you also need to add in a cap full of vinegar to remove the bitter taste from greens, okay? Sprinkle in a little bit of brown sugar. Yes, you heard me right. A little bit of brown sugar. Sprinkle it in there. Mix it on in there just like that. Cover it up. Y'all see how the greens just turned getting darker? That's how you know they almost done. That was after about an hour. After about an hour, your meat should be falling off the bone. I removed it from the pan and shredded it some more and put the meat back in there just to remove the bone and all of that from the pot. Add your meat back in there. Let it cook for another hour to an hour and a half on a low to medium heat. And baby, that's it. That's it. I only have one bunches of greens, so it did not take me long. But y'all, I paired this with some barbecue ribs and baked potato the other day, and it was so good. You need to cook your greens this method for them to turn out right, okay? Super good, super delicious. If you ever try this recipe, let me know. Bye, y'all.